know it's been a while, but I am back with another YouTube video. This one is gonna be about school. I'm talking about school and like what I've been through in school and stuff like that. The friends I've made, the friends I've lost, the lessons I've learned. So I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so starting off with middle school, those were bad years. I was horrible. I was a horrible kid. I wasn't respectful to teachers and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. My father always had to come to school because I was just bad. Like, I don't know what it was, but I was bad. But I did meet some good friends at the time. I don't even speak to anybody but like one to three people that I used to go to middle school with. Like, I mean, if I see them, some people I went to middle school with, hey, it's no bad blood or whatever, but we just not close anymore or whatever. So I got like 2 stories from middle school, and other than that, high school was calm. I ain't really getting to nothing in high school, So first story, right? So I was the class, I think it had about like 30 kids in it. At least 27 to 30 kids in it. It was a big class. So I'm sitting there chilling. And like these kids flicking rubber bands, whatever. And there's this girl. She decided to flick a rubber band. It was one of those. Was it one of the rubber bands? Like, the rubber bands that people use to make the little hand friendship bracelets or whatever? It was one of those. And hit me in my eye. So I was tight. I'm like, I really did use the wrong choice of words. Like, when you hear it, you're gonna hear how stupid it sounds. I was like, I'm gonna go home and shoot you.
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail. Period.
It made no sense. But then the teacher was like, oh, I gotta report that, yada, yada, yada.
Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police! Help!
I'm like, bro, like, she just hit me in the eye with a rubber band. She could have blinded me. She's like, I gotta report it. So now, few people had to go in the office to make some statements or whatever. I had to write down what happened, all that, this, that, and the third. I ended up getting a superintendent suspension. Whatever. So now we have the whole hearing thing that takes place. And my father had took me or whatever. And I think it was the teacher there, the dean, and then the other person. I guess we could call her a judge or whatever. She was the judge. And yeah, so the teacher had wrote a few mistakes. She had wrote the name Jonathan, and my name ain't Jonathan. And my father had saw that. So with that, I was in the suspension school for like a week probably. I was supposed to be there for a minute, but I had got sick, so I was in there for like a week. And then I was in there for 1 week, and then I went back to school. So that was that. Really and truly, up to this day, if I see that person, I look at them like, bro, really and truly, you should have got, But yeah, like, I got suspended for no reason. Like, if you was never flicking that rubber band, I'd never say what I said. Right. But yeah, that's story number 1. So mind you, peep this, right? This is story number 2. So now I was in summer school, mind you, because Joshua ain't do work. He's a bad kid. Whatever. I was in summer school, and I was going to the corner store that was across the street from the school. And the same girl, grandmother, and her, like, we had beef throughout the whole of middle school. We just had beef. I don't even think my father know about this story. So next thing you know, what happened? So yeah, I'm walking to go to the store. And I look at the lady. She look at me. And she like, what happened? What you looking at? I'm looking at her like, you. So then, this lady picks up a trash can, like one of the green trash cans. I don't even know why I'm explaining this to y'all. Y'all know what the trash can is. She picked up one of them green trash cans, the metal ones that the garbage men be picking up and whatever. And she threw it at my leg. And I'm like, bro.
911.
So I'm like, I was taught to not hit women or whatever, right? But I was taught if somebody puts their hands on you, hit them back. But technically, she ain't put hands on me. But, you know, still, I was assaulted, okay? I was assaulted, all right? She threw the trash can at me and it hit me in my leg. So now, it's all about self-control at this point. I'm just looking at her like, she really threw the trash can at me, and then like the school safety was across the street of her. So they came and they grabbed me. And I'm like, bro, like I didn't even throw the trash can. Why y'all grabbing me? Grab her. Like, slap the handcuffs on her. Like, I mean, I know they sue school safety with them, but like, bro, you know, like, and I ended up leaving. Cause like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat up a grandmother for throwing up a trash can at me? Like, but yeah, like I literally had beef with that girl and her grandmother. Like, that's not crazy, bro. Like, it's just wild. But yeah, like, I feel like that's the only two stories, or like two of the best stories I have from middle school. High school, I really ain't got no stories because I ain't really beef with nobody getting into altercations like that in high school. So yeah, going to high school. The first year was good. You know, I joined the football team, whatever. I was pretty decent for somebody who never played actual organized football before. Met some of my people who are now close friends. I had some people who I went to middle school with. They came to the same school I went to. So the high school I went to was South Shore. And my first year there, it was calm. I lied. It was not calm. It was people getting beat up, fights every day. Like, it was wild. And I'm like, my second year, and it was calm, whatever. But then, you know, COVID happened and whatnot. And that is when things went down. I was not doing no work. Like that. I was just playing games all day on the my phone. And yeah, like, I was not worried about school when COVID happened. And then, you know, we came back to school. And then we had to go home again. We had to go back home, stay home. And then we came back for like our last year, and I wasn't doing what I had to do. So I had to switch. I had to go to a whole different school so I could graduate on time, whatever, transfer school. If that's what they call it. Yeah, transfer school. If anybody is now like going into high school or whatever, advice I would give you is just stay true to who you are. Don't try to fit in to any type of certain crowd or whatever. Where you fit in is where you fit in. You know, just be yourself, because really and truly, a lot of people are just fake, and they will use you to however fits them. So just be true to yourself, because it don't make no sense trying to please people who, when you graduate, you probably ain't never gonna see them again. It don't make no sense. So just do you, and don't try to be someone that you're not, because it don't make no sense. A major thing is, I mean, for me, what happened was when I graduated from middle school, as I said before, a lot of people that I was no longer going to school with, never spoke to them again. It's not the same for everybody, but for me, I didn't really speak to nobody after graduating, other than, a few people who came to the same school as me or who was in the same building. I met some good friends, people who I'm friends with now. So, maybe you can meet lifelong friends. Maybe you don't. But, yeah. Never got bullied in high school. I'm always hearing about people getting bullied, but, I ain't never get bullied in high school. All right, so peep this, right? So when I first got into high school, there was me, my friend Samar, and then two other girls that we had graduated with. One was in the same school, the other one went to the school below us. We went to BGS, which is now Brooklyn Next or whatever. And the girl went to BTA. And the other girl was with us. So there was like this big group. There was like about, I want to say 8 to 12 of us, because it was a mixture between me and friends I had made in BGS, and then her and friends she had made in BTA. And it was about like, I'd say 8 to 12 of us. Whatever. And it was a big group. And now that group no longer exists. Some people went to some people ended up transferring. Some people ended up just not talking to each other anymore. Some people ended up beefing. So, there's only a small amount of people that I still talk to or whatnot from that big group. So, high school is just, I don't know. I guess high school is just, I don't know. For me, it was whack. There's nothing that I could really say about high school. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sad that I'm leaving. I can't deal with it. High school for me was whack. Other than playing football, high school was whack. In my first year in football, as I said before, was pretty decent. Second year, I didn't really get to play because coaches was just meat riding the seniors. We're going to put it that way. That's exactly what they was doing, matter of fact. Because I was coming to practice every day. And there was this one dude who was about 6'3". He was pretty quick. He was 6'3", but he's big, wide big. So he's mad big. And he barely came to practice. I was in practice every single day. And he come to practice one day. And the one day it'd probably be just helmets. We probably just wearing helmets. And that's the practice that he came for. Or if he didn't come for that, he just came for game day. And he would get to play. And I never understood why. And when there's 2 minutes left in the game, they want to put me in. I just looked at them like they dumb. Nah, bro, I don't want to play now. I come to practice every single day, and y'all don't want to let me play. Now there's 2 minutes left in the game, y'all want to let me play? I'm bro, I'm not doing none of that.
Brother, this guy stinks!
So, and then COVID came, so that was that. And wasn't allowed to play football for that whole time being. And senior year was garbage. We didn't win not one game. And the only game we won, it was a game that the other team forfeited. We should have won at least 4, what was it? 8 games, 7 games, 9 games? I can't remember how many games we played. But I think it's 9 games in total that they have. So it's 9 games in total, and the only game that we won was a game that another team forfeited. We lost to teams that we should not have lost to. But, you can only do so much as one player, right? So, but yeah, I don't really have any high school stories or things I could tell y'all. Just be yourself, be true to who you are, and that's that. Get your work done and just get out of there. Go to college if you want to go to college. Go to trade school if you want to go to trade school. If you want to go to the military, do that. But high school for me, it was whack. I ain't really do nothing in high school. Honestly, to be brutally honest, high school, school in general, has been hard for me because I made it hard for myself. Like in middle school, I wasn't doing work when I should have been doing work. In high school, same thing. So, really and truly, high school, school in general, is not hard. I just made it hard on myself, and to this day, I don't understand why. I'll never understand why I made school so hard for me. I just be like, I don't like school. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to be in school. And like, people will look at you like, oh, so you're a dropout. No, I'm not a dropout. I just don't like being in school. Like, I don't like the fact that I have to sit there and ask to use the bathroom blows minds. Like, I can walk freely in my house and go use the bathroom, but I have to sit there and ask a teacher who's not my parent, who don't put food in my mouth, to use the bathroom. Like, are you dumb? Like, that will never add up to me. But that's not a reason to, not get your schoolwork done. But I'm just saying, like, that's not dumb, bro. Like, why I gotta ask you to do something that everybody does? That's natural. Like, that will never make sense to me. But yeah, I don't plan on going to college right away. I'm planning on going to the Army and then college and so on and so forth. So yeah, it was a whole month that I ain't do a video, but I'm gonna try and do better. I'm gonna definitely try and do better. I'll try and make another video like next week or 2 weeks after, but I'm gonna try and, just make videos back to back soon or sometime, because, I just don't be having ideas on what to make YouTube videos about. Like, it's not like I'm going out there doing anything crazy or whatever. I got stories. I mean, I have stories to tell, whatever. So maybe I'll do a story time next video about something. Who knows? But yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I hope you liked the video. Thank you.